Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Indiana Pacers. Brian Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at Indiana. Not a bad place to be, holding on. Onto that. Number 2 spot.
Seeing where the Hornets are, they've had a much better than expected season. They're just continuing to chug along. It's evident that they're a team to be reckoned with.
And now Indiana's starting group. And for the Hornets, Mitchell out there with Johnson. Then it's Washington. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a 3-2 big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot, score, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Now here's Wembanyama. Coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drive.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Doris, you look at the youth on this Pacers roster. Plenty of upside moving forward.
Well, BA, there is no doubt one of the strengths of this team is the chemistry of the young pieces you just referenced. And remember, this group plays a unique style, the fastest pace in the league, one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. A ton of fun to watch this Pacers roster play together.
Now here's Wembanyama. Here's Navarro. Checked by Mitchell. Navarro gets the bucket.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Avdia. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's Chavez. An elite offensive player, averaging just over 33 a game. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Just over a minute and a half in. Shot clock at 2. Here's Wembanyama. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And Wemby's got the mid-range shot down. He's just so confident from there.
Kuzma against Wembanyama. Lets the 3 fly. And the Hornets, another 3.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
The outside. Here's Navarro. Here's the floater. Rejected by Mitchell.
How about the defense from Donovan Mitchell? This has not been a strong suit, but send it back, DM.
And we have to take another look at that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And here are the Pacers now. 6-point game. 3 on the clock. Here's Chavez. Rebounded by Johnson.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Kuzma finds Johnson. From outside the arc. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
to Holmgren. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Mitchell up top. Kuzma with the ball. Washington, a screen on Avdia. Johnson for three. That one no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. There's the draw. Oh,
Wow! Incredible! This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Johnson. Turned in an outstanding game against Dallas. Here's Kuzma, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Doris, we know how big fashion is in today's NBA. Perhaps no one showcases this more than Kyle Kuzma.
And you can tell, B.A., Kuz definitely has some fun with some of the outfit choices. He does not mind causing a stir on social media, and he does not mind pushing boundaries.
That's good from Kuzma.
What I love about Kyle Kuzma is he's got size and versatility. He's a capable scorer, but he's also now willing to share the rock.
Kuzma hits them both. You know, Doris, what you love about this time of year, some of these games have a playoff atmosphere.
It's been fascinating. The changes the league has made certainly has had an impact on how competitive these late season games are. Desperation starts to kick in. Every win is cause for celebration. Every loss hurts. It can't play any better than that.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wembanyama up top. Avdia outside. Holmgren with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Wembanyama, and the three-pointer goes. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Washington a screen. Inside. And stolen by Holmgren. And here's the fast break. Here's Chavez. Finished off the break.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown. 9 points in the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Wembanyama. The 3 from Holmgren. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Charlotte?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
First free throw is good. One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, B.A., how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
He's off on the second. Pacers trail by 5. Off the outside. Wembanyama, screen on Mitchell. Down low. Wembanyama's shot is good. Wembanyama's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Kuzma outside. The 3. And it's Mitchell, that time on the assist from Kuzma. Kuzma's got his 3rd assist of the night. And Holmgren's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 6. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Let's have a look at the leaderboard now and see the toughest defensive teams in the league these past 10 games. In 3rd, Indiana.
Well, I just love the tenacity on the defensive end. They have been in lockdown mode.
First one falls. Barnes, he's checked in for Charlotte. Bryant comes in for Johnson. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Charlotte leading by 5. Kuzma, the pass to Washington. And that one's good.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Indiana has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Martinez. Here's Navarro. Checked by Mitchell. Here's Martinez. Here's Chavez, defended by Kuzma. Count it. Chavez has got 6 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Hornets leading by 5. Bryant outside. They set a pick. Let's go with a 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Wembanyama screen. Chavez passes to Wembanyama. That one's good for 2. Now just a 3-point Hornet lead.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside Barnes. Kuzma outside. Washington a screen. Fires it. Charlotte no good that time either.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Navarro gets the bucket.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Now here's Mitchell. Not a lot of room. And he gets the bucket. Mitchell's got 5 points.
Boy, nothing you can do about that. Mitchell is just simply that good, converting over aggressive defense.
Pacers trail by 3. Doors back in January 2023. Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps.
Now here's Bryant. He also had a big impact in that win against the Mavericks. Kuzma, the pass to Barnes. Over Wembanyama. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Here's Chavez. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Now here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Kuzma outside. Outside Mitchell. Misses the 3. Here's Navarro. And he lobs it up top. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Pacers out in front, up by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pacers.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Indiana leading. On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Outside Johnson. Here's the screen by Bryant. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Bryant. Johnson's got his second bucket on the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Navarro. He had an 18-point.
That's a bad right there.
Wow!
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Charlotte trailing. Outside Johnson. Back to Bryant. And we played through the first minute here in the second. From deep, Johnson. Man, he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Here's Navarro, covered by Bryant. Pass to Wembanyama. Goes back up. Oh, too much length from Wemby.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
To the middle. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
There's a screen. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Indiana shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
The Hornets making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Bryant. He's scoreless. Pass to Johnson. Blocked. Here's Martinez, covered by Bryant.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. There's a screen. Pass to Chavez. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Martinez. And there it is for him. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
If you see yourself on the screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves.
And And this break lets us see the teams making the most of their second chances this season. Second, the Hornets.
One of the top second chance point clubs in the association. They really hit the offensive glass.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Lillard passes to Johnson. Throws it up high. And out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Williams is checked in for Washington. Pacers leading by 6. Here's Chavez. He's got 10. Martinez passes to Wembanyama. Here's Chavez. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. He missed it. Now 3 for 7. Charlotte's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. And the dunk by Isaac.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. The Pacers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nails it from beyond the arc. Chavez has got 13.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Yes, sir. You can count on Dave from deep.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Chavez. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
The 3, here's Lillard. And the Hornets, another 3.
You cannot let Dame get good looks, especially from the corner.
Here's Navarro. Give him 8. Pass to Chavez. Driving in, and that one is hammered home.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And here's Charlotte now. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
And it's good. 2 points. And now a 5-point Indiana lead. And Williams has got the ball here for the Hornets. Pass to Lillard. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
What's up?
Free throw good. Lillard.
Yeah, I think something that doesn't get appreciated enough is Lillard's patience. But he's not one to rush things or look for easy outs. He knows it takes hard work to succeed.
Here's Navarro. He's got 10. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Johnson. Fires the 3, and it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Williams defending. Now here's Wembanyama. Tightly guarded. Here's Martinez. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. For Charlotte, they've gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Wembanyama, screen on Lillard to the paint. Can they get it? Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Now here's Bryant. No made baskets yet. Pass to Johnson. Wembanyama against Isaac. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That'll be a second foul of the game.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Charlotte. Darius Garland, he's checked in for Indiana. Kuzma outside. Williams with the screen. It's Kuzma with the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Wembanyama. Launches it. Ooh, Wembanyama. Just too good. Now Lillard. 12 points for him. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Charlotte.
Third team foul.
.146 left in the second quarter. Kuzma, the pass to Bryant. Outside Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Here's Chavez. 15 points in the game. And Bryant pulls it down.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Outside Johnson. Wide open. Drained it for 2 points. Johnson's got 13.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Garland with a screen on Bryant. And there's the lob. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Charlotte trailing. Mitchell, the pass to Williams. Now Bryant. From deep three-point range. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Pass to Kuzma. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
An elite shot blocker. Wembanyama covers so much ground.
Here's Chavez. Now here's Wembanyama, defended by Kuzma. Wembanyama with the easy 2.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Pacers. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. A hot start. Coach, what did you like about this team's execution offensively?
We were making some shots. We moved the ball well at times. We've got to be careful about having the ball stick when they're doing their switching.
Good luck with the ball movement in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. And thinking about the shot. Let's hear it from the participant.
Welcome, folks. It's halftime, and the Charlotte Hornets are in the midst of a very close game.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. And moving on to some awards, these are the two players of the week in their respective conferences. Guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
Well-deserved award. You look at the numbers, he's doing a little bit of everything up there.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Pacers leading by 3. Washington out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Johnson. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard. That's the Hornets 5. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Kuzma. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Kuzma has the size and the length to challenge defenders on the interior. Nice job drawing the whistle there.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. That one's off.
What I love about Kyle Kuzma is this guy understands there's more to the game than just scoring. That's a change from his rookie season. Now he wants to contribute defensively, and he gets on the glass, guys.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wembanyama. And he can't make the 2nd free throw either. He missed them both. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Navarro. Pass to Chavez. The 3-ball. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Outside Johnson. Back to Mitchell. And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. Shot clock at 5. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
Oh, my goodness. Rock the rim, Wendell Carter Jr. We see you.
Hornets trail by 8. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Now, this is the aspect that he's got to continue to work on, but Scotty Barnes will get dangerous from deep. Nice shot there.
Here's Navarro. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And the big finish by Holmgren.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Let's take a look at the seeding for the Eastern Conference with only 4 games of the regular season remaining. You take a look at the Hornets. Right now, they rank 3rd in the conference, aiming for a high seed in the postseason.
Right now for Charlotte, I think we all knew they were going to be a dangerous team, but to their credit, they have lived up to those expectations. They're just not a team you want to face right now.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
It's stolen by Kuzma. Outside Barnes. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Up and over Carter. Barnes, it's good. Barnes has gotten his second bucket on the night.
I think this is a key aspect moving forward for Scotty Barnes. Make them guard you in the mid-range.
Here's Navarro. Pass to Chavez. Clock at 6. To the inside. Ooh, the toughness of Holmgren.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Hornets trail by 7. Mitchell with the ball. He's got 5. The 3 from Barnes. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Here's Carter. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. So both teams making some changes here. Pass to Carter. Here's Chavez. Stripped away. And it's the Hornets on the break. The finish. Hammers it down. Goes coast to coast.
Big time breakout, leaving everyone in the dust.
Well, you love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
Off the outside. Now here's Carter. And here's Holmgren for 3. And Indiana misses again. Washington outside. Pass to Mitchell. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3. And now it's just a 2-point Pacer lead.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Indiana's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Now here's Holmgren. Here's Chavez. 18 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. From the elbow. Hornets with the rebound. Washington's got 4 rebounds now. Left side Mitchell for the tie. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. so he'll get a pair at the line.
It can be an overlooked aspect of his game, but Donovan Mitchell excellent at getting to the free throw line. That's because of the pressure he can put on your defense.
And he drops it first.
Donovan Mitchell, just such a relentless scorer, and that high energy he brings is always a huge catalyst for whatever team he plays for.
Lillard's checked in for Johnson. And it's tied up with that one.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And this group of shooting guards has gotten it done in a number of areas this last month. You see their rebounding averages. Fifth best, Donovan Mitchell.
And think about it. These guards are willing to put on their hard hats and get physical on the glass. I mean, this kind of effort doesn't go unnoticed by teammates.
Oh, no doubt about it. Their contributions on the glass provide their team with a huge bonus. As hard as they work on the glass, it makes things a lot easier for their teammates in the post. Lessens the load a little bit on those interior guys.
Here's Holmgren. Ooh, the confidence from Holmgren inside.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Back to Lillard. Here's Washington. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chet Holmgren.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Navarro, defended by Lillard. Pass to Martinez. The three is up. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Lillard, outside Barnes. Lillard left side. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, inside Lillard is just so scrappy, turning aggressive defense into a foul while shooting.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And both free throws good for Lillard. And the Pacers with possession here. Here's Martinez. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Yep, count it.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
And here's Lillard. From deep three-point land. Oh, Lillard with a deep three.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Pacers trail by 3. Garland scanning the floor. Pass to Wembanyama. No good on the 3. Charlotte has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Barnes with it. Oh, deflected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Barnes against Wembanyama.
Great effort by Wemby defensively.
Barnes, no good. And how about Scotty Barnes, Doris? Named an All-Star during his 3rd season in 2024.
And in fact, the 3rd youngest All-Star that year. Listen, he has upgraded his playmaking. He's still getting better, and I think that's the scary part for the rest of the league.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And Charlotte making a change here. Isaac's checked in.
Isaac.
Pass to Lillard. The 3 is up. Pacers with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Garland. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Damian Lillard picks one up.
And Darius Garland has just grown so much, draws the contact right there.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Hornets.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
No good on that one.
Well, Darius Garland is relatively new to this league, folks. But one thing we know unequivocally, he is so skilled offensively.
He hits the 2nd from the line.
And Garland does a little bit of everything. A versatile guard with a bright, bright future.
Isaac outside. Lillard right side. Martinez grabs the board.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
And that one's good. Ingram.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
We've got 1:23 left in the 3rd. To the middle. Picked it out of midair. Going all the way to the rack. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
We've got 1:08 left in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Lillard. 17 points in the game. Isaac outside. Washington outside. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Drains the triple. He's got 17.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Isaac against Wembanyama. Shoots. Oh, not enough to slow down Wembanyama.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Isaac. There's the 3. The Pacers pull it in. Here's Martinez. Puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta. Now it's a 5-point Pacer lead.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
With 1 on the clock. Oh, did he? He did! He got it to fall!
He did, B.A. So nice. Oh, man. That'll silence a hostile crowd.
And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the 4th. The Pacers out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Kuzma for 3. And Charlotte, another 3.
Boy, being shot ready on the catch. Kyle Kuzma making it look easy.
Indiana's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. From behind the arc. Counted from distance. And the Pacers lead by 5.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Outside Johnson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pacers leading by 5. Pass to Martinez. 4-3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Denny Obvious checked in for Brandon Ingram. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Martinez. Here's Navarro. Outside Wembanyama. Knocks down the long J. Wembanyama's got 25 points.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Avdia against Johnson. Washington, a screen on Avdia. From deep, Johnson. Indiana with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Wembanyama. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray. Wembanyama's got 6 here in the quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
Outside Mitchell. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
The 3 from Wembanyama. On target from range. Wembanyama's got 11 points here in the second half.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. He's checked in for Mitchell. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Back to Bryant. To win the run. Charlotte, no good that time either.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Outside Johnson. Unloads. Charlotte, no good that time either.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
From deep, Wembanyama. And Bryant pulls it down. Bryant's got 4 rebounds now. 3-pointer. Indiana with a rebound. Holmgren, the pass to Wembanyama. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Outside Johnson. Washington a screen. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Chavez. Five to shoot. Fires the 3. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Kuzma outside. And here's Bryant. Down low. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Now the Pacers with it. Huge run right now for them, going 19-2. Out to the wing. Here's Chavez. Inside. It's stolen by Washington. Pass to Kuzma. Johnson with it. Beyond the arc. Indiana with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Navarro. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates, a very heady passer for a big man.
And it's Denny Avdia with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Here's Johnson. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
And he's going for the oop here. It's stolen by Washington. Now the Hornets moving it up. Outside Johnson. From the arc. Fires in the triple. Johnson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Wembanyama, screen on Bryant. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Avdia. Outside for Wembanyama. Over Kuzma. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Wembanyama's got 15 points here in the second half.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Kuzma for 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
All Kuzma needed was the basketball. His feet were planted. He was ready on the catch.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Here's Navarro, covered by Bryant. Ooh, poked away. And out of bounds, the Hornets will take it.
Substitution for the Pacers. Number 22, Devin Martinez.
Hornets trail by 16. Outside Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Kuzma outside. Indiana with a rebound.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Pass to Chavez. Here's Martinez. From downtown. Good. And the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th assist in this one. And there's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. Johnson with it. Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A. And the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well. And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Pacers.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooting.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far. And what a huge performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Indiana leading by 19. Here's Martinez. To the left side wing. Here's Garland. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Now Garland. Wembanyama, high post. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Pacers, Darius Garland. At the line for 1.
We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th. To the paint. Here's Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac. 17 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Martinez. And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.